Did you know you can land $100,000 projects without grinding long hours or working a single weekend? When I first started my contracting business, I worked nonstop trying to score big commercial deals until I discovered one simple strategy that attracted serious commercial clients, and I landed my first $100,000 project just under 6 months. So here's my exact strategy to easily attract serious clients who will give you huge commercial projects you can realistically take on without burning out or missing any family time. To start, I have to show you the number one mistake contractors make when they first try to find $100,000 projects. 5 years ago, my contracting business was dead in the water. I had 0 commercial clients, so I got on every social media platform out there, just hoping someone would see me. But honestly, it just burned me out trying to keep up. But a couple months later, someone commented on one of my videos on LinkedIn about a maintenance problem they were dealing with. And that one conversation led to me landing a $100,000 project. And over the course of the summer, a pattern started to form. I started to land big commercial deals over and over, and I didn't even have to work for them. One property manager continued calling me back just to get more work done. It never stopped. He still gives me work almost every single month. So one morning I stopped and asked myself, where is all this work really coming from? I pulled up every contract I landed, and that's when it hit me. Every single one traced back to LinkedIn. But the mistake contractors make when they're starting out is thinking that they need to be everywhere online to get noticed and win huge jobs. But really, they just need to be focusing on LinkedIn. That's actually where big commercial deals are happening all the time. So the realistic move for contractors is going where all the high value commercial clients are handing out $100,000 projects on LinkedIn. You just have to get on there and the clients will come pouring into your contracting business. But just knowing that you need to get on LinkedIn is only the first step. Because unless you know how to attract high value clients, you won't have any success. Okay, so picture this. You see this image on the screen. What's the first thing that pops into your mind? Is it that the little puppy's gonna get hit by the train? You're sick in the head. They're not even close. The puppy's in California and the train is in Colorado. Here's the thing. Images and videos naturally stick in your head, and especially if they have a story behind it. Let me explain. One of the first $100,000 projects I landed on LinkedIn was because I built enough trust through my content. The problem is most contractors avoid posting content and it causes them to miss out on $100,000 projects. But how do you post the right type of content, and especially if you've never done it before? Here's my proven but realistic 3-part content system that turns visibility into repeat commercial jobs. Number 1, start by going to Google and searching the top questions building owners ask commercial roofers, or just type in your trade. You can also just ask ChatGPT. It does a really good job at finding the top 10 to 15 common ones. And be sure to talk about including your city or your service area in your post copy or your videos. An example of this would be serving Dallas property managers. I recommend also mentioning the specific type of people that you want to attract, like building owners, maintenance managers, etc., and their common challenges. Okay, so just pick one of those questions, pick up your phone, and start to record. I recommend only posting videos 1 minute to 2 minutes in length. Just do 1 question per video. Talk about the question plus your solution, and end the video with asking them to comment on your video or like it. Now here's the thing. Don't overthink where you record. You can simply just use your office or go outside, or if you have a job that you're working on, you can go there and film it where you're working. Nobody really cares about the fancy backgrounds or the perfect lighting and music in the background. What matters is the value that you're delivering and showing them that you want to help. All right, now that you got the video ideas and you know where to shoot, you have to see this next part so you can actually get noticed on LinkedIn. When I first started out on LinkedIn, I occasionally logged on and post random videos or pictures of the job I was on, but none of it landed me big commercial contracts. But once I got more consistent on LinkedIn, things changed. One of the biggest jobs I won on LinkedIn was a $100,000 exterior project. The owner sent me this. There's always properties rotating, and I know this project's going to turn out great. I can show all my coworkers your work and give you referrals. The biggest reason why I've been successful on LinkedIn is from consistently showing up and showing people how I can help them. But how do you do that? There are 3 ways you can realistically stay consistent. Number 1, every week post 1 piece of content. That would be a video from the questions you've got, or an image from a project you're on. Number 2 is reuse your ideas. Don't try and come up with a new topic all the time. Take one common question and talk about it from different angles. For an example, if the question is, why are commercial projects more expensive? One post explains real cost drivers. Another post shares a mistake that caused a big overrun on a budget. And another post could be a breakdown and how owner could avoid the cost of unwanted surprises. So repeat what works because familiarity builds trust. And number 3, don't get wrapped up into thinking everything needs to be perfect. It will kill your momentum. Spend 10 to 15 minutes max per post and then post it and move on. Now that you understand why being consistent at posting is important, you can't miss this next step so you can turn views into leads. Number 3, I made a huge mistake when I started out as a commercial contractor. I hired a marketing company to take over my LinkedIn account. They almost ruined my reputation. It was bad. But after firing them, I took some time off because I wanted to learn how LinkedIn actually worked. Here's the thing. I've landed multiple $100,000 projects on LinkedIn simply from taking the next step when people take an action. The problem is most contractors miss out on huge commercial deals because they don't follow up and take an action. But the question is, when do you follow up people so you don't come off as pushy? Here are 4 realistic ways you can turn views into leads. Step 1, if they like or comment on your content, follow up by just thanking them. Then ask them why they were interested with that certain post. Here's what that would look like. Hey John, thanks for liking my video, but I'm curious, what interested you about my post? Step 2, if you're not connected, then send them a connection request right after they like or comment your post. Number 3, once you're connected, wait a couple days and DM them to start a real conversation. Ask an easy question about their business. Here's an example of what that would look like. Hey Robert, saw you own the Main Street building. A lot of owners I help run into regular maintenance headaches. But I am curious, how do you guys usually handle your upkeep or your repairs now? Step 4, and this is the key. If they respond and the conversation flows, you need to move it offline. I would simply suggest either a quick Zoom call or a walkthrough of the property to see if there's anything that they can improve on. Here's an example of what that would look like. I would love the opportunity to introduce myself on a quick meet and greet Zoom call. But here's the thing. Don't use that meeting to pitch them, but to meet them and show them what you do or how you help building owners. Now go out there and land some of those $100,000 projects and actually enjoy your weekends for once. I'll catch you on the next one unless you're too busy out golfing with your new commercial clients.